ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपथकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So the Ramayana, it is said, Sahapatriya Vishalakshya Narayanam Upagamati. So Ranganatha Swami is called as Narayana at that time. But Sita Devi, more than looking at whom Lord Ram is worshipping, Narayana deity, Ranga Vimana, she is looking at Lord Ram worshipping Ranganatha Swami. That's why her eyes become big like a lotus, Vishalakshi. So in this way, Ram and Sita worshipping the deity, and that particular time Dasharath Maharaj decided to perform the coronation ceremony for Ram. So that time Ram approached Ranganatha Swami that my father got this peculiar idea of crowning me and putting me at the throne of Ayodhya. So Ram said to Ranganatha Swami, I neither want throne nor I want crown. Save me from this calamity. So Ranganatha Swami said that what can I do? I am a deity. I can't speak. I can't do anything. So you are Lord Himself. You do the needful. Ram said, even though I am Lord, but I came as a human. So I won't be able to do anything. So I don't want to do anything. So you have to help me. You are Supreme Lord. So Ranganatha Swami said that, but nonetheless I'm a deity. I don't move. I just stay in one place. What can I do? You should do yourself everything. Ram said, see, the thing is that if I become the king of Ayodhya and the crown is on my head, then I won't be able to go to Ayodhya. I won't be able to go to forest. And then if I won't be able to go to forest, who will hunt Ravana and others? So you have to do something so that the purpose of my avatara will happen. That's all in your hand only. So then Rangana said, and Ram said, apart from that, you said you are a deity, you can't move. But I say you are a deity, you are speaking. If you can speak, why don't you do something? Definitely you can move everybody just by your desire. So at that time, Ranganath Swami somehow or other accepted the proposal of Ram, worshipping him sincerely. And then Ranganath Swami entered into the heart of Manthara. Ramayana says, Yadrichaya, Yadrichaya Manthara climbed the prasada of the palace of Kaikeyi. So he climbed on the top of the building, and there she saw that big festival is going on for the coronation ceremony. There he found out that that whole thing is getting arranged for Lord Ram's coronation. So then she came down to speak to Kaikeyi. So the Valmiki Ramayana says Yadrichaya. Yadrichaya generally translates from suddenly Manthara came there, learned that Ram is going to be coronated. So Yadrichaya means somehow or other, all of a sudden. But Yadrichya means Yasya Ichaya, by somebody's desire. Whose desire? By Supreme Lord's desire. Sometimes we say that by chance I came here. I don't know, it's coincidence, like that we say. But actually speaking, this is a desire of the Supreme Lord. We say the desire, it is the destiny, but the destiny is nothing but the desire of the Supreme Lord. So yeah, Ranganath Swami inspired Manthara, and she went and uh, practically destroyed the good heart of Kaikeyi. So it is Lord's arrangement. He inspires those who are having that particular kind of attitude to do something wrong, and he does his work through various people of different character. So in this way, within matter of time, the whole program got changed. Ram has to go to the forest. Then we know the whole Ramayana, what happened after that. So Ram went to forest, and then Mother Sita was kidnapped by the demon Ravana. Lord Ram went and fought with Ravana's army with the help of Vibhishana and others. Then he brought Mother Sita back, the Pushpak Vimana back to Ayodhya. So when Ram came back to Ayodhya, he was overwhelmed with the contributions, the help done to him by many of his associates. He wanted to bestow his mercy, bestow his token of gratitude to all the associates who helped him in his great endeavor of defeating Ravana and getting back Mother Sita. So he called Hanuman, and he said, Hanuman, Ram told Hanuman that the help what you have done for me cannot be repaid by any gift what I can give to you. And for Hanuman, this is more than sufficient. So when everybody came back to Ayodhya later, after killing Ravana, Sita Devi, now she felt that this is her turn to reciprocate with Hanumanji. That time Sita Devi took a very wonderful and beautiful and precious ornament, a diamond chain, and looked at Ram. And in her heart, she felt that she would like to give that as a gift to Hanuman. She did not even speak to Lord Ram. She just glanced at Ram's face, waiting for his approval. Ram understood at the heart, this is the dealing between the ideal husband and wife, that just by the exchange of their glance, just by their disposition, they could understand each other's heart and mind. Supreme Lord Ram and Supreme Mother Sita. And Ram just gestured that, I know you will be giving this best gift to the best person. You have all my consent for such an auspicious gesture. So that time, Mother Sita gave that beautiful ornament of diamond to Hanumanji. So in this way, Hanumanji was blessed by Mother Sita and Lord Ram. Then Lord Ram glance went towards Vibhishana. And in his heart, Lord Ram is thinking, what I can give to Vibhishana. Vibhishana is such a personality. He actually risked his own life, risked everything, and he came to me, and he gave everything to me. So Ram is wondering what I can give to him. So that pure devotion service rendered by Vibhishan. Vibhishan did not surrender to Lord Ram for anything material. He wanted pure devotion service. But as a byproduct, without him desiring, he got Swarna Lanka. Ravana wanted to kidnap Mother Sita, but neither he could achieve that, nor he could kept what he had before. Swarnalanka is also gone. His life is also gone. Surpanaka neither could achieve Ram. She got her limbs also cut. But here, Vibhishana did not want anything. He just wanted Sita and Ram, save what Sita and Ram. But as a byproduct, he got Swarnalanka also. In this, Vibhishana did great service to Lord. Lord was so pleased with him that he could reject everything and surrendered himself to him. And by his advice and by his guidance, Ram could actually destroy Ravana and get Sita back to Ayodhya. So seeing such kind of devotion, in fact, Vibhishana and Lord Ram could have spent time together practically less than a few days, because when Ram was in Rameshwaram, before he built the bridge, those few days they built the bridge and 9 days of war. So maybe some less than 2 weeks or so only Ram and Vibhishan were together. But within these 2 weeks, Ram and Vibhishana, they had such a bonding affection to each other. And Ram felt eternally indebted to Vibhishana, and Vibhishana had unmotivated, uninterrupted, unalloyed gratitude and devotion to Supreme Lord Sri Ram and Sita Devi. So now, getting back, that when Lord Ram came back to Ayodhya, he wanted to, in reciprocation, offer something Vibhishana back. That time he was wondering what to give Vibhishana. Then in his heart, this desire came in Ram's heart that let me offer the most precious gift what we have in our family, what I have in my treasure to Vibhishana. That treasure, that gift is none other than their family worshipable deity of Ranganatha Swami along with the Ranga Vimana. So Ram told Vibhishana that this Ranga Vimana is appeared from milk ocean of Lord Brahma, and from there it is coming in our dynasty for millions and millions and millions of years. That particular treasure I want to offer. Imagine anybody comes, we could give something, some money or some other precious gifts, but nobody will give their own family deity. But that particular gift Lord Ram gave to Vibhishana, and Vibhishan was that was the bond Vibhishan and Ram had to each other. Vibhishana could not feel this pangs of separation from Ram, and Ram definitely wanted to give something extraordinary to Vibhishana. That particular deity of Ranga Vimana, Ram took and gave to Vibhishana. This deity is explained in Ramayana in various places. Labdhva Kuladhanam Raja. The Valmiki Ramayana explains that Aradhe Jagannatham Ikshvaku Kuladhanam Kuladaivatam. Ikshvaku Kuladevata is Ranganatha Swami. And that particular deity Ram took and gave in the hand of Vibhishana. Ittiktva Atha Kakustah Swarcha Vishtum Sanatanam Shri Ranga Sainam Saumya Vikshvaku Kuladaivatam Sampritya Pradadau Tasmai Ramo Rajiva Lochanaha. Sampritya, with so much of love and affection, Pradadau Tasmai, he gave to Vibhishana Ishvaku Kuladaivatam. So he just gave, just like so easily in heart, with his heart content, he gave to Vibhishana. In the Padma Purana it is mentioned. In the same similar thing is mentioned in Parameswar Samhita of Pancharatra Agama. Dadau Vibhishana Yasau Priyaya Priyakarine Shastropadesha Purvanti Vimanam Divyalakshanam. Lord Ram gave the Ranga Vimana, not only just Ranga Vimana, he also taught him the methodology of worshipping Lord Ranganath. So in this way, Lord Ram gave the Ranga Vimana to Vibhishana. Vibhishana was got surprised and he was amazed and he was grateful that he saw that Ram is giving his own worshipable deity. Is coming in parampara in the hands of Vibhishana. And Vibhishana with so much of happiness and gratitude, he took Ranga Vimana and saw the beauty of Lord Ranganatha Swami. And with so much of gratitude, he held them in his hand and he brought the Ranga Vimana on his head. And Ram instructed him, Vibhishana, that Vibhishana, you worship this deity as your life and soul. And this is our family treasure. Ram happily gave the deity to Vibhishana. At the same time, Ram was feeling separation from Ranganath Swami also. Just like the father and mother give the daughter in marriage to a nice bridegroom. At that time, they feel happiness that the daughter is getting married and going to the bridegroom's house. At the same time, they also feel separation from the daughter. Certainly, tears of love will be flowing from parents' eyes. Similarly, Lord Ram felt happy that Ranganath is given to Vibhishana, his dear devotee. At the same time, Ram is feeling a great separation from his heart, just like the parents feel separation from their daughter while giving marriage. So Vibhishana, with great love and affection, took the deity and he was going towards Lanka. At that time, when he was going to Lanka, particular time, noon time approached. Vibhishana is flying in the sky, and behind him, Garuda is also flying because Garuda has to help bringing the Vimana to a proper place. So Vibhishana, when he was flying towards Lanka, he came at a noon time to a beautiful place called Sri Ranga Kshetram. In the meantime, in Srirangam, there was a great king from the dynasty of the sun god himself, called the Shola kings. There was a great king, Shola king called Dharmavarma. He used to go to Dasharath Maharaj's invitation because they're all coming from the same dynasty. So this Dharmavarma would go to Ayodhya to attend so many sacrifices. So when on particular time, Dasharath Maharaj was performing a sacrifice to get son, called Putra Kameshti Yaga. All the 56 kingdoms, that time India, there are 56 kingdoms and 56 kings were there, Akhanda Bharata. All the kings were invited and one such king was Dharmavarma from the Shola Desha, Dravida Desha. So from Srirangam, this particular area was ruled by Dharmavarma. And he also went to the place, the palace of Dasharath Maharaj. There, while attending the yajnas of Dasharath Maharaj, he also anytime behold the darshan of Ranganatha Swami. At that time, Ranganatha Swami's darshan captivated his heart. And there he decided that just like Ikshvaku brought the same Lord from Satyaloka, and similarly I will also bring him from Ayodhya to Srirangam. So seeing this, Dharmavarma started performing austerities in a place called in near Srirangam Dham, and he was lighted up fire all over the five direction, and he was sitting in the fire and performing severe austerities, following the footsteps of Ikshvaku Maharaj, just with the only purpose to bring Ranganatha Swami back to Srirangam Dham. That time, the sages, the saints in in his kingdom, they saw the king himself is performing tapasya and austerities. They approached the king and told that, and they wake him up from his austerities and tapasya and asked him why he's performing his austerity. And the sages replied that, my dear king, that you are ruling such a exemplary way. Your rule is exemplary for everybody to see, and we are all happy. Your prajas are happy, and your citizens are happy, and because of your rule, we could perform our tapasya without any hindrance. So just by our performing austerities, 1/6 of our tapasya will easily come to you. So you don't have to perform separate austerities. By our performing austerities, you will receive the benefit. Why you have to perform austerities separately? So that time the king replied, my dear saints, I am so blessed and pleased having your association. But actually, I am performing tapasya for pleasure of all of you. If you hear the reason, you will be very pleased. Then Dharmavarma said that I am performing austerity so that I can bring Ranga Vimana, Lord Ranganath from Ayodhya back to Srirangam Dham. When you take darshan of him, all your fruits of all the austerities will be accomplished. So that time, when the saints heard this Dharmavarma's words, the sages told, my dear Dharmavarma, if this is your desire and this is your purpose for performing this austerity, then we shall, for all consideration, with all confirmation, we will tell you to stop your tapasya. And the king said, why you don't want to see the darshan of Ranganatha Swami? The king said, that the sages said, my dear king, that for this particular purpose, you don't have to perform tapasya because Lord is already decided to come. King was surprised, how is it possible? How do you say this? Then the sages said that previously we are performing a severe austerities in a nearby place. That place is still existing in your kingdom. In fact, that place is being burnt by the anger of Lord Shiva. This place is called even now also this place is existing. And from that place, near to that place is the ashram of Pulastya Rishi. And this Pulastya Rishi was also having a great ashrama there. It's called Satyadharma Ashrama. Once upon a time we had been to that place previously. There was a great demon called Vyagrasura, and he was giving a lot of trouble to all of us. So that time, by the prayers of all of us, Supreme Lord appeared there and destroyed this Vyagrasura and delivered all of us. At that time, we prayed to the Supreme Lord, please, my dear Lord, you please be here and give your darshan to all of us. So this particular place is called Nilivana. It's not so far away from Srirangam. There the Lord appeared to us and told them that I have come here to destroy the demons who are giving a lot of trouble to all of you. And your desire of seeing me in this place as the deity form will be fulfilled very soon, because we are going to come here in matter of time. So we are also waiting for such a occasion. Very soon Lord will come here. So you don't perform tapasya. Apart from that, we also went to Suri Loka to meet Lord Vivaswan there. And there we saw the beautiful form of Ranganatha Swami, and we prayed to the Lord. The Lord replied to us that very soon he will come to Srirangam. So because of this reason, you will be rest assured that the Lord will certainly come here, and please don't perform any austerities. Go home happily. Stop your austerity. Dharmavarma also felt very happy that the sages' blessings never go in vain. So he went back, and this is the time that Bhishana got the whole Ranga Vimana, and he said he was flying on the sky. Right there, when he was just passing Srirangam Dham, the noon time appeared, and there he saw that let me perform my noon duties. And he was seeing a beautiful place. Kaveri is flowing both sides. In between Kaveri is a mass of land, and there is a huge lake called Chandra Pushkarani was there, and beautiful forest. The peacocks were cooing, and the cuckoo birds are making sound. The swans are moving around the water, and beautiful breeze is blowing everywhere. Such a beautiful place. The parrots are speaking beautiful words. So immediately Vibhishana thought that this is the best place I can do my new duties. He came down with Ranga Vimana and placed the Ranga Vimana on the banks of Chandra Pushkarani. Right, the same place where Ananta Shaya or Ananta Pita was already placed before that particular, below the ground there. So Ananta Shaya, Ananta Pita, on which Ranganath Swami was placed on the banks of Chandra Pushkarani, and Vibhishan went and took bath in Chandra Pushkarani and performed his new duties. In the meantime, Dharmavarma and all the kings were got the information that Ranganatha Swami appeared in Srirangam Dham. Vibhishana brought from Ayodhya, and they all came and they beheld the darshan of Ranganatha Swami, and they all paid their obeisances again and again. They offered all beautiful ingredients and offerings of their love to Ranganatha Swami. And Vibhishan came, and Dharmavarma embraced Vibhishana and gave all welcome to him, and he expressed his gratitude and gratefulness and appreciation to Vibhishan, and both of them together they worshipped Ranganatha Swami. And after the worshipping is done, and Vibhishana felt that this is a time after his new worship is over, he wanted to take the deity back to Sri Lanka. It was just an in between stop, and he's supposed to go further. That time, Dharmavarma approached Vibhishan and told Vibhishana that, my dear Vibhishan, this is a time that the Phalguni month have come. So in the month of Phalguni, the Utsava has to be performed. So why don't you perform your festival here only? The 9-day Brahmotsav has to be performed. Please perform the festival here itself. That time, Vibhishana said that, anyway, I thought I will go and do this worship, this festival in Lanka. But as we say that, I accept your request, let us do this worship here, because by the time I reach Lanka, the time might have got over. So Vibhishana accepted Dharmavarma's request, and for 9 days they had a great festival for Ranganatha Swami. And after the festival is over, everybody was jubilant and they were also happy. And that time Vibhishan said that, let me take my deity back to Sri Lanka. So Vibhishan, as usual, he put his hand and was trying to lift the Ranga Vimana back to Sri Lanka, but he could not even move an inch. The Vimana was not allow him to move from that place. So that time, Vishnu got astonished and shocked. He was trying to lift the Vimana. In the meantime, on the other side, Dharmavarma came and fell at the feet of Vibhishan and held his feet and said that, my dear Vibhishana, please let Ranganath be stay here, and we'll be very grateful to you if Lord stays here. And Vibhishan said, how is it possible? Lord Ram given his own deity for me to worship, and how can I leave him here? I can't do this. So Vibhishan was not ready to accept this proposal. So that time, in this situation, Lord Ram, Ranganath Swami himself spoke to Vibhishana, told Vibhishan that, my dear Vibhishan, this is our desire. We want to stay here. So that's the reason we induced you to bring us down in this particular place. And Vibhishan fell at the feet of Ranganatha Swami. He said, my dear Lord, how is it possible that Ram has given me this gift of you? How can I stay without you? So if you don't come with me to my place, I will not go to Sri Lanka. I will be just here only. That time, Lord Ranganath spoke to Vibhishan, that, my dear Vibhishan, that better you stay with all your demons associates and stay in Sri Lanka, and I will be there always in your heart, and you should worship me in your heart, and I know that you will be pleased, and your goal of life is pleasing my desire, pleasing my heart. So this is my desire, and apart from that, my dear Vibhishana, I always look at your kingdom, and I'll be glancing upon you and your kingdom all the time. So that's the reason Ranganath Swami is flying, and his glance is towards the southern direction, towards Sri Lanka. And Vibhishan felt that my worshipping Lord Ram or Ranganatha Swami is not for my pleasure. Ultimately, Lord's pleasure is my pleasure. So Vibhishan, simultaneously having the pangs of separation, the pain of separation from Ranganatha Swami, at the same time understanding the Lord's heart, he was thinking in his mind that I should accept Ranganatha Swami's proposal if this is what Lord there. And Ranganath Swami further continued, my dear Vibhishana, not only it is our desire, but it is for a long time that the king Dharmarma has been waiting for me to come here. And apart from that, one more great devotee is Kaveri, Mother Kaveri is also waiting here for my association. That's the reason, in fact, why this Shesha Shaya, Shesha Pita is being kept on the banks of Chandra Pushkarani for centuries and centuries, just waiting for me to descend here. Ranganath Swami told that Kaveri, for a long time, in thinking that she also wanted to get the association of myself. She felt that Mother Ganga got the association of Krishna, but I am not getting the association of the Supreme Lord. So she prayed to me and let me also get the association of you. And such a sincere prayer she had to get the association of myself, and she performed great austerities. She performed austerity towards Lord Brahma, and she also performed austerities in Badrinath, and she asked my association. So then I told her that definitely in your banks will very soon come in the form of Ranganath deity. That time we will receive exclusive service from you. So this is a promise I have given to her years back. So this is my desire to fulfill my promise. So for that reason, Vibhishana, you should accept my being here happily. So Vibhishana, after hearing from the Lord, his heart desire is to please Supreme Lord. Doesn't have any personal interest other than the Lord's own personal desire. So Vibhishana accepted his proposal, and with heavy heart, at the same time with happiness, that Lord is always looking at his kingdom, at his direction. So Vibhishana paid his obeisances and went back to Sri Lanka. And Ram and the deity told him, Ranganath Swami told him that whenever you want, you can come here and worship me in the early hours, and you can and at the end of your this body, at the end of this particular kalpa, you will come back to my abode. Until then, you'll be having a long life and will enjoy all the facilities in this world. And with my remembrance, you will have a great time in this world. And at the end of this life, you will come back. In this way, Lord blessed him, and Ranganath Swami further continued to stay in the banks of Chandra Pushkarini, Srirangam Dham. In this way, the Lord appeared first in the milk ocean, then he appeared on the banks of Praja River, Brahma's planet Satyiloka. Then he appeared, descended in between Sarayu and Tamasa River in Ayodhya. Now he is appearing, he appeared in between two Kaveri rivers. Srirangam is an island. Kaveri Maya is coming in one branch, and she bifurcates herself into two branches, and again she joins herself, circumambulating Srirangam Dham. So Srirangam is an island. So in between this Srirangam, in between these two Kaveris, Southern Kaveri and Northern Kaveri. The Southern Kaveri is called Kaveri and Northern Kaveri is called Kolidam. In between these two places, Ranganatha Swami on the banks of Chandra Pushkarini, looking towards the southern direction, Sri Lanka, is lying under Adishesha till today also. So that is the mercy of the Supreme Lord, Krishna, Narayana. He appeared from the milk ocean to Brahma, and Brahmaji gave to Ikshvaku. Because of Ikshvaku's tapasya, Lord Ram, Ranganath Swami came to Ayodhya. And because of Lord Ram's mercy and because of Vibhishana's spotless devotional service, same deity came from Ayodhya to Srirangam Dham. So this Srirangam Dham, the deity, when we take darshan of Srirangam Dham, we should understand that the mercy of Lord is unlimited, that he does all these activities, staying there for millions and millions and millions of years, accepting all the offerings of the devotees, just so that he can deliver the conditioned souls. So in summary, in the Srirangam Dham is considered one of the most important dham. It is said there are 8 Swayamyakta Kshetras, self-manifested Kshetras, deities in the great land of Bharatavarsha. Srirangam is considered as the first among all of them. Srirangam, Tirupati Balaji, Venkatadri, Totadri, place called Vanamamali Totadri in South India. Another place called Sri Mushnam, Varahadev, Naimisharanyam, Lord stays in Naimisharanyam. Pushkaram, Lord stays in a water form Pushkaram. Muktinath or Shalagrama, Muktinath and Lord Badrinath. These are the 8 deities are called self-manifested deities. And the Kshetram is also called Swayamyakta Kshetram, self-manifested Kshetram. So such a one among these 8 places, which are Srirangam is considered as the number 1 among all the self-manifested Kshetram. So here, Ranganatha Swami is after this long journey. For us, it is like a long journey, long time. But from Ranganatha Swami's point of view, it is just a half day of Brahma. He came in the morning time after Brahmaji is offered worship. Then he will return back from here the noon time for Brahmaji's worship. So between this Brahmaji's morning and noon time, how many years have gone? 4 Chaturyugas. One Chaturyuga means one Chaturyuga means Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. Into 2 is Dwapara Yuga. Into 3 is Treta Yuga. Into 4 is Krita Yuga. Like that, into 4 is called. Like that, into 4 is called 4 Chaturyugas. So for 4 Chaturyugas, he was worshipped in Ayodhya, and then for 7 Manvantaras, he will be worshipped in Srirangam Dham. How many kings and how many different Manus have Ranganath have seen. So such was a great time. Ranganatha Swami is waiting here for our worship. So that particular opportunity we all got, that just by hearing about Srirangam Dham, just by remembering the Supreme Lord, the name, remembering the name Srirangam itself can liberate us from all this mental reaction and give us bhakti to Him. What to speak of be approaching the Srirangam Dham in our lifetime. So great acharyas such as Sripada Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, great Alvars have come here and they offered their worship here. And Balaramji have come here. Nityananda Prabhu have come here. Ultimately, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have come here and stayed here for such a long time. After he staying in Navadvip Dham, he stayed maximum time in Puri. And after Puri, he stayed maximum time in Srirangam Dham for the Chaturmasya. So this is the third longest time and place where Mahaprabhu stayed in Srirangam Dham, where great Gopal Bhatta Goswami appeared and joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So with my little intelligence and capacity, I have described how Srirangam Dham manifested here and how Lord descended in the form of Ranganath Swami in Srirangam Dham. So this is like a hearing or seeing Srirangam Dham through our ears, and we pray that at some time that devotees could come here personally and have darshan of Sri Ranganath Swami in person. So this is a Sri Ranga Vimana, Pranavakara Vimana, and this is a picture of Ranganath Swami. Lord Ram and Sita Devi is offering to Vibhishana the whole Ranga Vimana and Ranganatha Swami. This is a Utsava deity, Ranganatha and Sri Ranganayaki. And Vibhishana is bringing Lord Ranganatha in his head, and he brought the Ranganath Swami to Srirangam Dham. So when Ranganatha Swami comes to Srirangam, there only he got the name called Ranganatha. Rangam means it's called island. Or another meaning of Rangam means the place where Lord Ram or Lord Krishna gets his maximum pleasure. Rathim Gataha Yataha. Ratim Gataha Yataha Rangam. From where the Lord gets the maximum pleasure. Why? In Srirangam Dham, Ranganatha Swami gets maximum pleasure. Why? Srirangam is a place where Ranganayaki is staying. So Srirangam Dham is nothing but the place where Sri Devi or Lakshmi Devi performed her jubilant pastimes such as dancing and so on. So there, Ranganatha Swami came to get her hand. So there he gets maximum pleasure. So Ratim Gataha Yataha iti Srirangam. So that's where when Lord appeared here, then he got the name called Ranganatha. Otherwise, in Ramayana, he is called as different names. In one place, Sahapatnya Vishalakshya Narayana Mupagamat. There he gets the name Narayana. In another place, he is called as Aradhaya Jagannatham. Aradhaya Jagannatham. Ikshvaku Kuladaivatam. There he is called as Jagannatha. So he was known in previously as Narayana or Jagannatha. But when he came to Srirangam, he got this new name called Ranganatha. So based on this, great acharyas called him Ranganatha after Lord comes to Srirangam. So there he is staying here only just half day of Brahma. Half day of Brahma is going to stay here. And that is like millions of years for it. So in this sense, that so many demigods and great demigods are waiting. Brahmaji is feeling separation from him. He could not even feel that he is going to miss him for half day. Or to speak of all of us, that if Brahmaji could not miss him for just half day, and we are all here as a insignificant living entity, just like our lifetime is something like a moth flying to the fire compared to Lord Brahma's time. So we should take the opportunity to visit such holy places, the Srirangam Dham. Being born in this Bharatavarsha is very fortunate, and but at the same time, being born here also many people would not be taking the opportunity to visit the holy Dham. And Bharatavarsha in extension refers to all the planet Earth. So all of us, as much as possible, try to visit such holy places where the great acharyas visited. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that whichever place visited by Mahaprabhu, I would like to visit all of them. Whichever place Mahaprabhu visited for a moment, I would like to visit all these holy places. So the 64 among the 5 limbs of the 64 items of devotional service is also Dham Seva. Nama Kirtan Sadhu Sangha Bhagavata Shravan Shabdaya Vigraha Seva and Dham Seva. So all this among these 5, Dham Seva is also important. So one can take this opportunity and sometime one can visit such holy places like Srirangam Dham. Srirangam Dham is considered as one of the most important holy places because it is being visited by all the acharyas, and this is one of the Swayam Bhakta Kshetra. So I will like to offer the gratitude to all the devotees for patiently for hearing these glories of Srirangam Dham. And in due course of time, when these problems goes away, definitely devotees will be more inspired to visit many holy places, and there they can feel the mercy of the Lord. As we started the class by saying that the holy dhams are nothing but the embassies of the spiritual world. Lord is descending himself, Lord descending along with his dham in the material world. So he has come here along with his dham. So one should take opportunity to take the credit, take the opportunity, take the mercy of the Lord is always present there, but one should accept the mercy of the Lord. Accepting mercy of the Lord means accepting the mercy of the Dham also, which is not different from the Lord. So I thank all of you for hearing for so long time. If any mistake I have committed, I beg your forgiveness. Hare Krishna. Srirangam Dham ki, Sriranganath Swami ki.
RG Media YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe.